Hey guys, welcome to TaviRadio SatAM. I'm your host, TaviFace. With me is my co-host, the Wolfbone himself, Biking player, Luca from Dragon Maid Aficionado.
Yeah, that's true.
Lycan Jones.
Yeah, all of them are true.
And then we have a special guest, hailing from out of his time loops, alright? He's done messing with race. Saber.
Hey, how's it going?
Saber, we've been trying to get a hold of you because, according to you, you completely eliminated an entire alternate timeline that involved us finally going to war with Jod, fighting his undying grandfather because he's a time traveler, I guess, made of beef jerky, and then like something going on where we couldn't win, so you went back in time to prevent him from ever coming anyways, and then you deleted that whole timeline, and now here we are. Look, I believe a lot of your time stuff because there is a timeline where Tav fathered Onision, Philip DeFranco, and Keemstar.
Man, we still on this, huh?
And then you killed Onision and he became a swamp thing? An onion monster? I believe that timeline. But I have a hard time believing this alternate timeline that you destroyed.
Yeah, you better explain or else Turmo will find his dong.
Which we're still working on, by the way. Update, we don't know where it is.
But after Saber explains, I do have an announcement to make that maybe could help us.
Okay, go ahead, Saber.
Or help him more.
What happened? Right. How did you erase a timeline? Because I'm having a hard time believing that Jod would actually finally go to war with Bumblerville and try to take it over.
All right. Well, so, all right. Town timeline update. So what we got here, what happened? Do you want me to recap what happened, or do you just want me to explain what I did?
Oh well, I mean, we allegedly, we know, like you told us already that like we went to war. We want to know what you did, like, because you said that at one point we reached the point in the timeline where Jod was killed by his grandfather because he usurped him and he was using him to get far enough where he can take over the town himself. But apparently, like, we found his candied body in the basement of the Bumblerville library, and we're like, great, we just destroyed the body, because you told us in that timeline, you sniffed out a time traveler, and we found out that it was stupid Jod's granddad going back in time every time to, like, bamboozle us. And we found the body. We thought we eat his body in the present timeline, he can't come back. But Terumo and his boys finally showed up after months of prepping. They eat the body and then...
I can't believe Terumo and his boys eat 7 granddad.
Terumo was just there like, I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
Yeah, he eats the body and then Jod Zero's personality... Yeah, Jod Zero's personality took over Terumo and they became the Elephant Armor Jodumo. And you said that you saw it was an unwinnable... like fight, so you went back in time and did what?
So I went back to where it began, where the first of this Tav Jod conflict began, all the way back in the early 80s. Yeah. And I saw that Tavardello, when he threw, he thought he killed Jod Zero. Yeah. But it was because of all the sugar caramelizing his candy ass.
Yeah, that explains that.
The caramel mummy, right?
Yeah, he was a caramelized beef jerky man, and which is kind of delicious. I'm not gonna lie. The whole time, every time we fought Jod's grandpa, I wanted to eat him. Okay, I would never want to eat Terumo, but Jod's grandpa smelled delicious.
But was Jod's grandpa dummy fit?
No, he was a. Do you know any thick mummies?
Boris Karloff.
Okay.
There are no thick mummies.
That's the whole point.
Wait until you see Candy Bacon Terumo, but
Oof.
that was something else. But yeah, it was the sugaring, the caramelizing of him that basically preserved him.
Yeah.
Long enough for him to crawl out of the factory, which was shut down afterwards because
of safety reasons, of health reasons. You can't continue making sugar.
What do you mean they shut down the sugar factory? It's still up and running.
Well,
in that timeline they shut it down. It's because of me that sugar factory is still up.
Oh, big man saver!
Oh,
I saved
big man, save a sugar factory, huh? Anything else you want to flex on me, liberal?
Oh, wait until we get to the Yoda Gaming update.
All right, go ahead.
So, after Tavernell thought he landed the finishing blow, I was able to swoop in and finish off Jod Zero myself before he would be caramelized, and thanks to that, it started erasing everything that happened from Croco Frank being killed to Kisaragi being put on ice, and then the elephant armor Jod Umo having to fight fused Kisura.
Oh yeah, he did. Like you said, they at one point Tav and Kisaragi fused together, which is insane because I can't imagine a world where that existed.
Why would I fuse with a caveman? He's too powerful anyway.
Because elephant armor Jod Umo was not enough.
Hold on, you're telling me that Terumo can't control his own elephant powers, but when this old muck Jod penetrated his body.
Well, look,
entered his body.
Terumo
he was able to activate it.
But that is pig penis. What are you talking about?
Wait. Was this Terumo with his pig penis, or was this the pig penis Don Terumo?
I think in the process of eating him, his pig penis fell off.
Well, at the same time, though, when he ate, I mean, I can imagine that if he eats Jod Zero, he probably eats the whole body, so he eats him mummy penis and all. So he probably gained another penis.
Two pig penises, and Jod was controlling his body.
Jod Zero, and also we're talking about a guy who is smart. Like, look, it's been established that Jod Zero is smarter than Jod.
Yeah, but pigs are also extremely smart.
If you read the history books on this town, Jod Zero was a cunning man who was only I think if you're caramelized for that long in history, I think you get expanded mind, because what else are you gonna do when you're trapped in candy for that long?
I think when you're caramelized, you deserve the veterans discount at Denny's.
I'm gonna show up covered in caramel. Can I get that discount?
Don't remind me of Denny's. I don't want to remember the Denny's incident, please.
Actually,
the one where Kisaragi destroyed our local Denny's.
No, this is a different Denny's incident. I don't want to go into it, please.
Actually, Tav and I went to Denny's last night. We were bottoming out.
we entered the outer edges of the dad realm for a brief moment.
Which is appropriate because the Denny's in town. We have a Denny's here in Bumblerville that is on the outskirts of town only.
Yeah.
So
we entered the dad realm, and all I could smell was the fresh green on a golf course.
Yee. So you went back in time. You prevented Jod from getting caramelized and getting his body preserved in sugar. You prevented, and by doing that, you allowed the sugar factory to never be shut down, and that just eliminated an entire timeline where Tav never got the fuse of Kisaragi. And Terumo's consciousness was never taken over by Jod Zero and became Jod Umo.
Yeah, but I think a little butterfly effect of this is the Terumo losing his pig penis.
Ah, huh.
So that's why he lost it. But where is the pig penis?
I don't know. That's that's something beyond my jurisdiction.
Also,
you
Saber, how do you feel about one of your, like, another timeline version of you showing up to, like, help Terumo?
Yeah,
That's
an alternate Saber come in to install his pig penis as he was complaining about it?
Yeah, but I mean, when isn't Terumo complaining about, like, his bones being hollowed out or...
It's because his marrow's so delicious!
Wait a minute.
I've been told.
If his bones hollowed out, does that mean Terumo can fly? When pigs fly?
So we swapped out Jarumo for dongless bird Terumo in this one.
No, he's just a flying pig when pigs fly.
And I guess not having the penis gives him less weight, so...
Listen, if a bumblebee can fly, then so can...
Terumo?
So can hollowed out Terumo.
I'm just trying to think. It's just like the whole idea that we even went to war with Jod is mind blowing. Also, the idea that like Croco Frank even died like in a war like that.
He's too powerful. How could this happen?
And also
numbers.
And also Croco Phil Swift died too. Insanity, Saber. Well, if all this is true, which I'm just gonna say it probably is. I'm glad I'm glad that this timeline doesn't exist. I can't imagine living in a nightmare timeline like that.
Yeah, I can believe it.
You freaking believe it?
Yeah. Could you even imagine still running this this radio show in the midst of a war?
Yeah, it's hard to believe. Why would we waste time running like this show during a war? Why, like, we should be busy fighting? No, like, actually, if that's the case, no wonder we almost lost that, like, we almost lost a town in that timeline. It doesn't make sense.
I mean, given the fact that you prioritize the thick mannequin over Kisaragi on ice.
True. Yeah, what? Like, that's a weirdly out of character thing. I thought, like, I would be more reasonable than that. Why would alternate timeline like and group up all of the like werewolf brotherhood, like
for a mannequin? Yeah,
why would I get the League of Werewolves to like save the thick mannequin and cuck Jod, and then afterwards like, oh wait, we should probably get Kisaragi too. He's in the town square being mocked.
Oh man, I would hate to be him.
Yeah, seems like a weird flex, but okay. It's a weird move. There's a lot of things that seemed out of character for that timeline. I'm glad it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. I would have hated me. I hate me now.
To be fair, though, I think the idea of me tossing a bear trap at a candy mummy man is hilarious.
I wonder what his bone marrow tastes like.
Well,
I wonder if it seeped into his bone marrow. He was caramelized for a while.
Probably. It's probably why Terumo
it's probably sunk into his pores, and so it got all into his bloodstream.
Yeah.
He probably got really high blood sugar after that.
Yep.
Oh, poor guy.
You know, I will say this though.
Maybe offset type 2 diabetes.
One thing I will say though is that Terumo taking an entire month, like a multi-episode arc to gather up the boys seems in character.
The guy, you're getting the guys.
Pigs are hard to organize, notoriously.
Wait a minute. Saber, was Terumo and his boys? Are they just the guys?
Yeah, they're the guys. That's why they died. The guys died.
The guys have died. Rest in loving memory of the guys.
I mean. See, I believe that. I believe Terumo taking forever to organize his pig boy is that's believable. But all the other stuff though, just like, man, I'm glad the timeline's gone then.
Yeah.
Any other time travel shenanigans, Saber?
Is Peter?
How are the Wraiths taking this whole you preventing an entire timeline from existing? Is that like a problem, or is that just like, oh, we'll let you have this one?
They were seeing that it was actually causing some problems, and not just, oh, we got to categorize this timeline now. It was more like stuff that's happening here could actually cause, more problems later on. It could, because there's sort of like a different layers of how this all works. Because you have timelines which are running parallel to each other, and whatever happened, if you go into a timeline to make changes, it makes a change, in other timelines.
Right.
And then later down the line, that would create a dimension where, if you go to a different dimension and try to change things, it makes no effect on the dimension you just left.
Yeah.
And then further down the line, it'll just create a whole another universe, which is all pocketed in a multiverse, and then all that's pocketed in an omniverse. So
yeah, it's a bunch of NASA stuff. Got it.
Yeah. So further down the line, if you more timelines that there are, it sort of branches out to create other possibilities that would make some sort of changes, and it's not just like changes you make in reality. Ideas that you come up with could potentially become their own thing.
Yeah,
that's why somewhere in the omniverse, inside of a multiverse, in a universe, within a dimension, there's a timeline where Amethyst got rid of Steven and she can't bring him back.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Saber, me too. Anyway.
No, so there's an entire timeline where I was at a restaurant and they said, "You want soup or salad?" and I ordered salad.
But there's another
and I regretted it for the rest of my life. But in this timeline, I ordered soup and I don't regret it at all because the soup was chowder that day.
Yeah.
And what they did was they just brought me a DVD collection of the show Chowder, and I'm like, that'll do.
I could go there. I could binge watch Chowder right about now.
Could you?
Yeah. I'll sit down and watch every episode of Chowder right now.
Nice.
Is Chowder just another?
Yeah. Yeah.
Chowder's just another Meal Boy timeline.
Actually, yes.
Chowder is just Meal Boy animated. People keep asking for Meal Boy animated again.
In a way, like
Chowder.
I see Chowder and I think well, it's just Tav's childhood animated. Like it's just his. It's literally the Meal Boy prequel. What is Chowder but the Meal Boy prequel? Honestly, that's young Tav. The show.
Greenblatt. I got him.
They just had to make the characters all like animals and other kinds of things to kind of make it think.
Yeah, they have to fudge the copyrights.
Yeah, and not make people think that. Make it directly about it. But yeah, so basically the timers we're seeing that the fact that there was an elephant armor Jarumo and a Kisura. Oof. They were calculating. They were looking at things. They were just like, this is gonna seep in and start making a whole bunch of other, chaotic stuff. We don't want, So the fact that I went and took care of it, they're just like, thanks.
Whoa, you get one freebie, Saber, and it's this.
Now here's my question. I hope in that timeline, Kisura actually did end up beating Jarumo, because I would have been pissed if they defused or something. Because that would be a dumb cop-out and a terrible narrative decision to make. Oof.
I was trying to observe the moments up until another me was observing the moments that was trying to happen.
Wait, are you trying to say that there are other timeline sabers who just straight up spy on other sabers?
Well, we got to keep each other informed somehow.
Yeah, did you ever make reports back to Boston Saber?
Have you ever?
Sometimes, if he's not having meatballs with good old mom.
So, has there ever been any sabers that you guys had to okay, this guy's gone rogue. He's gone against Boston Saber's plan, and we have to stop him.
What is Boston Saber's will? What is he doing?
Just don't fuck with him.
You don't. It's a little too much to know, but
Boston Saber is a lot to know, honestly.
Could Peter Griffin take on Boston Saber?
No.
That's how we lost another dimension.
There's an entire season of Family Guy that's gone. Like, you know, the seasons of Family Guy we have are the result of a better season of Family Guy getting too big for its britches, taking on Boston Saber, and getting destroyed in the process.
Lois, remember when I just showed a timeline once?
The universe where Family Guy ended right when Brian died was the universe that was destroyed when Peter and Boston Saber fought.
And Boston Saber doesn't take that shit.
Because we saw Peter at only a fraction of his strength pick up that chicken.
Yeah.
Right? And he threw that man. But that was less than 1% according to sources.
Yeah, if he would have that chicken would have been rotisserie. The whole convention would have been fed.
Saber, are there any timelines where sorry, let me rephrase it. Do you think that the Saber that gave Terumo his Venus is possibly a rogue Saber?
There are some out there, but there haven't been any that have fully acted upon anything. Mostly because they're either procrastinating or they just think that like, now isn't the time to strike.
Okay, fair enough. A lot of these rogue Sabers are sleeper agents. I respect that. Waiting for the right time. Do you think this rogue Saber giving Terumo his big penis or pig penis, his big penis,
his pig penis?
Yeah, is the first act in something bigger?
I mean, I think he purposely installed it wrong. I think he purposely installed it wrong so that it would go missing, and then Terumo would cause some havoc, just to see what would happen.
All right, that's fair.
Will anything good ever come Terumo's way? Do you think?
There's millions of possibilities. There might have been some. There might have been some where he didn't marry a cow and he married someone better.
Is there a timeline where Terumo's happy and he gets his good ending?
I found only a few.
Oh wow! So, Saber, I'm gonna pitch you something. So as you know, we've been dealing with. It's been hard to like wrangle Terumo because he's on a pig rampage. Cue squealing noises. That was wonderful. And I told Tav, like, look, if we don't find his Venus and we have to like kill him, I gave him an alternative. I recently informed Tav that all werewolves are given a one-time use only curse their entire lives. Most of them foolishly use their curse to pass on their condition to someone else. It's usually like the thing that most werewolves do when they die, just like, yo, now you get to be a werewolf. But in recent years, you realize, hey, this is stupid. You're just empowering another person. In a couple of years, they can be in control of their stuff, and it's not a curse anymore. It's a blessing. Which is how most of us werewolves view our condition now. But we realize that, like, yo, you don't have to curse somebody through when you die, and also it doesn't have to be through like a contact or anything. Like the whole werewolf curse thing, just like, yo, I'm dying, but at least I got one on you. You got my curse now. But
now
also,
you have the big gay.
Yeah. But actually, I'm getting there.
No, you're homophobic.
Yeah, well, I'm getting there. We'll also realize, if a werewolf dies and he couldn't hurt the hunter, he could also emotionally hurt him and pass on the werewolf curse to him. But we also realized, the curses, we can also curse somebody, and it doesn't have to be werewolf related, but we can only use it once. And I found this out because it turns out my grandpa cursed my dad when he was a young man. And this is what my dad says. This explains why he's a horrible father to me. But he said, my dad told me that, like, the reason he's not a good dad is because Grandpa Lycan cursed him to be a bad dad because he was a bad son. Because he complained that Grandpa Lycan was a bad dad to him. And my grandpa responded by saying, "Oh yeah, well I'm going to curse you, son. I got one curse inside me, one time use only. And I'm going to waste it by cursing you to be a bad father to your son. That'll be the Lycan family curse. I curse you, I curse you, I curse you." And that's his
has your father used
excuse.
His curse yet?
What?
Has your father used his curse yet?
That's what I'm saying to Tav. I don't know if my dad's used this curse on me or someone yet. I don't know because he's never said.
Well, you can give me your top 3.
But also, I asked my grandpa about this thing, and he says that never happened. So I'm thinking my dad might be lying. But also,
so does that mean your grandpa has his curse?
But also, I also wonder because my grandfather's also a liar because it could be true, and it's kind of absurdly. The level of bad dadness is very exaggerated, so I don't know if it's true or not.
Yo, doesn't your grandpa
but I was
smash
thinking.
malt liquor?
So I haven't. Yes, he does smash malt liquor, which is why he's a horrible drunk. No, but I was thinking I was going to use my curse to give Terumo the ultimate ultimate torture.
The ultimate torture.
I told Tav that I would curse Terumo by making sure that he would live forever and never die.
Man,
That I would curse Terumo with immortality. How do you think? Do you think that would be the ultimate punishment for his
death?
Do you think it would be the ultimate punishment for his crimes, or do you think it would be going too far for the old pig?
I mean, it would mean I don't have to keep plugging him into the pig socket.
Yeah.
With his life support. And that life support really takes up a lot of time and resources to maintain.
Yo, this electric bill is gonna pay itself, Saber.
Yeah,
I can't keep plugging Turmo in.
But the thing is, if he dies, someone's got to eat him. That's the rules of pig death. If a pig dies, someone's got to. We can't let the body go to waste.
Big boy's got to eat. Why don't we just send it to Alfredus? He'll probably eat Turmo.
The thing is, though, Turmo's been a bad pig lately. He's going on a rampage for his pig beaness. I mean, I understand it, but
he's become sour pork.
You know what?
Yeah, he's become. No one's gonna want to eat him. So I thought,
imagine if your wolf dawned, just all of a sudden, it's gone, but it's gone missing.
Well,
would you go on a werewolf rampage looking for it too?
To be fair, I have werewolfed out on the. I have wolfed out at the drop
You
of a
wolfed
hat.
out on gamers. I can't imagine what you would do if your dawn was just up and missing.
I also almost wolfed out in front of Saber because somebody honked at me in traffic. So
he thought it was Blackula messing with you again.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. I'm just saying. I'm considering it as a threat. Do you think Terumo would respond to that, would calm down if I threaten him with immortality? What do you think, Saber?
I mean, would this include regenerative immortality?
Well, he just could never die.
So he could just be a fucking limbless husk, writhing on the ground, screaming, "God left me unfinished."
Yes. And then all of his loved ones and thick mannequins would eventually crumble to dust, and he would be left alone, with nothing, with no pig penis, with no arms or legs if he ever gets him cut off, and no one to eat him and finish him off.
So he could just be a pig head and.
Yeah, and somebody's just like, "Oh, sweet, I'm gonna," and then a bunch of kids trapped on an island could grab that pig head and stick it on some stick by the ocean.
Okay, Lord of Flies.
Or you could take his head, mount it on a plaque at one of the pizza locations.
Yeah.
And just have him talk to people.
But would that make him happy though? Also, do you project one of your Tavoline pizzerias surviving into the future, 1,000 years into the future, like that? Think hard.
Yeah, my businesses are really successful. I think they'll survive even until I'm gone. If somebody ever figures a way to get rid of me.
That's fair.
Because last time
I'm just saying, Saber. Do you think that's do you think he would calm down if I threatened him with immortality, with an immortality curse? Because I'm thinking I only got one curse inside me. I want to make it count.
All right.
If this hurts Terumo, I think it's almost worth it.
Here, let me just look through here.
What is that? The law of Terumo, but the law doesn't apply to him.
He's looking through his time ledger.
No, I'm looking through the Secret of Suck.
Okay.
You had the Secret of Suck on you the whole time.
Oh no, I just got it. I just got it back from Female Saber. I don't know why she took it, but
Saber, you freaking idiot! Terumo's been looking for that. He found it fair and square.
Hold on. Okay.
He used his boys to hunt down for the Secret of Suck.
X-Men's were never around. I'm vulnerable, Tav.
He needs the Secret of Suck that gives him his power.
Tav, I want my Venus back. I'm mad.
Let's see. Those
Well, Saber
who
looks
seek
in that. I have.
the titty will forever have a purpose. So it is written.
So it is.
All right. I got a better alternative here.
Okay.
Monkey.
Use your curse for this.
Turn him into a monkey.
Terumo will forever want milk, but he will never find it.
Oh! Oof! Even if he does die, he'll die knowing that he never had milk.
And pigs love milk. Well, pigs love food, but pigs love milk.
Terumo loves milk. Oof.
Yeah, but he won't.
But isn't he married to a cow, though?
Exactly.
He'll suffer less, with this outcome than he would if he could never die, and he would just be a head on a plaque.
In Tavoland Pizzeria,
what if
20 double X.
But what if I teach Terumo to sing so he can be one of those singing fish things? He's a singing pig on a plaque.
Here's a little song I wrote. I miss my Venus. Now I'm broke. Don't worry.
Start screaming at minorities.
Ah! Hey, you! You're still too dark.
Oh God, Terumo. That's it. Get rid of this pig. Get rid of this pig plaque.
You'll be forced to just put it in the boiler room at that point.
That's the Jason. Do you think I want Jason to suffer with hearing Terumo's?
Jason shows up. He's like, he hands you a piece of paper because he doesn't talk. Dude, I'm thinking about quitting. Terumo's a pain in the ass.
All right, fine.
I tried killing him. He's just a split Terumo head now. There's two of them, goddammit. And they want to make out with each other, and I can't watch that.
Okay.
I'm thinking about going home to my mom.
Tell her I tried.
Now that I tried to be a normal person in society.
Alright. But speaking of Towerland, I do have an announcement to make.
But first we got to decide: are we gonna curse him with never finding milk, or we're gonna curse him with the can't die?
I like the milk one. I'll hold on to the milk. I mean, this is a threat. If I have to use it though,
yeah, but
I think it's worthwhile.
Here's the thing:
because
if my plan
in this
fails,
way,
if my plan
because in
fails,
this way,
you can curse him all you want.
All right.
Because in this way, he'll at least have some sort of purpose to actually live for.
Yeah.
He can go and try to find it, instead of just writhing on the ground being a limbless pigga.
Yeah.
So will you ever give Terumo back his Secret of Suck or what?
Yeah. After I've pried out some of its secrets here.
Nice.
Alright, but I got an announcement to make at the Towerland Pizzeria.
All right.
I'm holding a benefit charity concert for Terumo.
Who's gonna be there, Tav? Who did you invite?
I got Guns N' Roses are coming out.
You reunited the band to play for a benefit concert for Terumo.
Yeah.
You got Slash and Axel to...
I told them, this is for an important cause. It's for a very special young animal. And they're like, all right, brother, for the spirit of rock and roll, we'll help them out. And then I got Air Supply.
Okay. A weird lineup already.
All right.
That's very disparate.
And I got Neil Armstrong to do some stand-up comedy.
The astronaut.
Yeah.
He's dead.
I mean, I could just get a living one.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, so
go to a timeline saver and get a Neil Armstrong where he didn't become an astronaut and became a stand-up comedian.
I got special appearances.
I mean,
your dad was going to do some circus
he could
tricks.
tell some nice moon jokes.
Okay, that's fair.
I got your dad. He's going to do some circus tricks.
Oh, God.
He's gonna do his famous trick of like, see how many pigs I can fit in my mouth.
That's not a trick, Dad!
Little pig story?
God. You know who blew down Terumo's house?
It was your dad?
It was my dad.
Why?
Because he's an asshole.
He was
looking for pigs.
Also,
he wanted some boar tusks.
Those do make some sweet necklaces, to be fair.
Well, I did tell Terumo that if he ever does elephant armor, I won't stop him, but I do want his ivory.
That's fair. It's just Terumo. It's not like it's a real elephant.
Exactly.
You want a sample? I did get a tusk from the elephant armor Jarumo.
Oh man!
It broke off. It broke off during the fight with Kisura.
Oh. And then last but not least, a final performance from Elvez.
The Mexican Elvis?
Yeah.
You're putting on the suit again?
I got the suit back on.
And you're just not gonna go up there and strike poses while a record of a Spanish language Elvis covers album goes on, right?
No.
You're actually gonna
a full performance with a band.
Nice. Because last time you did Elvez, you went on stage, you had your turntable, you turned the music on, and you just struck poses for half an hour while an entire album played.
Hey, they liked it.
True. Look at a large fella go, Margie!
Was this Elvis song sung by Luis Fonsi?
Yes.
From Despacito to Elvis.
Alright, but yeah, that's going to be the whole thing.
When is this? So I can clear my calendar for this.
It'll be next Saturday.
I promise I won't fight my dad.
Alright. Alright, good.
Only after the show.
Alright, after the show, after his performance, you can take him down all you want.
Alright.
You can beat him up in front of the audience.
No,
Here,
that'll be the encore set.
I'll go to Outworld. I'll see if I can borrow some set pieces for an arena.
Nice.
You want the con helmet?
No, yeah, I do want the con helmet. That con outfit is pretty cool, though.
Yeah, but that's my whole benefit concert I'll be doing for Terumo. If that fails out and we don't find the Pig Venus or Terumo...
is this concert to find it? Or to raise money to buy a new one?
Both.
Okay.
Or.
So,
how much is a Pig Venus cost?
Hold on, is your plan to get the whole town to come, have the lollies show up, trap everyone in the concert, and then pat everyone down? And then you have another group of lollies go to case people's houses to search for the Pig Venus?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Saber, how much does a Pig Venus cost?
It depends on what type of currency you're using.
Dollars.
Tavo dollars.
Tavo dollars.
Oh, not much. You can buy them 10 Pig Venuses with that.
Oh!
Wait, if Terumo works at one of or he doesn't work there. Wait, does he work? No, wait, yeah, you did hire Terumo.
Yeah, he's an employee.
Why doesn't he just use his money if he ever shows up to fucking work?
Exactly.
He doesn't.
He doesn't show up to work, so I can't give him a paycheck.
I went to the pizza place to get a slice and have a chat with him, and he wasn't there.
And you asked him, "Where's Terumo?"
I asked the people there to, where it was, and they're like, "Yeah, we called him 10 times this morning. He didn't show up, so we just gave up on him."
And then you found
which location does Jason work at? The first or second? Because the second one is the one with all the mannequins.
He worked at the first one because people kept confusing him for mannequins, and they thought he was a server. So I put him at the first location. Plus, it's the bigger one too, and he's a really good janitor at that.
Yeah,
he leaves that place.
I know. What the second one is, where you have one of Terumo's boys wearing dressed up like you, to throw people off.
No, that's really me.
Oh, which one is the one where
he just puts on a pig nose?
Oh, that's just me, man.
You can't be in both places at once.
Yeah, I can. Watch this. I'm about to disassociate right now.
Ah!
Not again. I don't want to remember the Shrek incident. When you try to get back together, you ended up fusing with Shrek.
Yeah.
Well, it happens. That's why my house. That's why my house is now a perfect replica of shit swamp.
Ugh, gross. That's why nobody goes over to your house anymore. We have to record at the studio.
Hey, my dog still lives there.
The dog is your DA. Oh, also, here's another town update. Tav, election's coming up.
Again?
Yes.
Oh, that much.
I have bad news. Peachy paid me a lot of money. He and I were running together against you this year.
No.
For mayor.
No.
So Peachy wants to try again to be mayor. He says DA is not enough. He wants
Fine,
to.
I'll be DA.
Oh, that's a weird. But yeah, I told
It's
him.
a weird flex.
But yeah, I decided
I'm gonna indict the dog.
Just to fuck with the votes. Peachy said you should run, and I said, all right. How much are you gonna pay me? He says like, here's 10 pounds worth of caramelized beef jerky. I don't know where I got it from. It smells like old man, but you can have it.
I can't have it because I'm a dog.
I think there's bits of chocolate in it. I think it'll kill me.
That's cool. As a werewolf, nothing kills us unless it's silver. This thing isn't filled with silver, is it? No. So I took it. I took his chocolate covered bacon. So, yeah, I'm running against you, Tav. I'm sorry.
Should have seen this coming.
Saber, you should vote for me.
Saber, how about you vote for me, and I'll make
Or
you...
vote for Peachy. It doesn't really matter.
Don't vote for the dumb dog.
Here, all right. I'm gonna throw this. I'm gonna throw this into
No,
the.
that's it. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run, and this time my running mate's gonna be Kisaragi. People love cavemen. Look at Fred Flintstone or Jake Steele
and the Geico caveman. They love him so much they gave him a friggin' TV show.
He knows how to be well dressed too. So
yeah, those polo shirts. Kisaragi does look good in a polo shirt when he's not running around in a loincloth.
Yeah.
Oh, so we should tell Kisaragi that he's gonna wear a polo shirt, maybe not wear a loincloth as pants with it.
Are you trying to tell him to not show off his culture at the workplace?
I'm just saying that it doesn't go good with it. It doesn't go good with it.
That loincloth is a thing he wore for eternity. That's his culture right there.
Yeah, but
that's what he wore. That's what he wore when he was in his first creation. I went back in time to watch this. His creation was when one caveman threw a rock at another, and then the skies opened up, and Kisaragi dropped from the sky into the ground.
Because that was the first war.
Yeah.
Onto the two cavemen, and made a crater, and then he just rose up in his loincloth, just slowly.
Yo, what's up?
Exactly. Because that was the first instance of war, and everybody knows that Kisaragi's a caveman war god.
Yeah. Well, a caveman war god whose weakness is being frozen.
Well, yeah. He's a caveman still.
Yeah.
Look at old Jake Steele.
Also, is it weird that, like, in this other timeline that Jod's grandpa, Jod Zero, was smart enough to know this, but Jod wasn't? Like...
Jod never graduated middle school, man.
Alright, fair enough.
He made it to grade 7 and said, grade 8, I've had enough, guys. I'm out of here.
That's why this whole thing happened in the first place. Jod Zero was smart enough to know how to start a war.
Jod Zero, from the history books, tells us, has a master's in economics.
Yeah.
That's why in this
and a minor
without
in
Jod Zero,
and a minor
Jod
in public speaking.
Can't declare war on you guys because he's just like, I'm
too. Yeah. I mean, he needs someone smart like his grandpa to, like... I guess he would need someone smart like his grandpa to, like, motivate him to, like, actually go farther with his plans, but...
Yeah, why else was he dumb enough to strap a paper bomb to his chest and go onto the old Mealboy set and blow it up?
Could have threw that stupid bomb.
Have you guys rebuilt the Mealboy set yet?
It's on Slovakian land. I can't even go near it.
I heard Jod wants to turn it into a public restroom.
Jod... And
by public restroom, he wants to dig pits.
No,
it's already one big crater.
He's using it for his performances of for his own TV station.
William Jodspear plays.
Yeah, that's where
he's rewritten a lot of history. According to him, William Jodspear was an original Jod. that was the person that William Shakespeare stole from, and everything that all culture stolen from Jod. His ego is really getting inflated here, Saber.
Yeah.
He even He even says that like, oh, there's also a Jod that time travels, and he's called Jodder.
I'm gonna.
He's straight up stealing your thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Then he claims that he has a prehistoric character named Jodoragi.
I'm gonna sneak into his
bed.
order and just put these books on a bonfire.
He's trying to entice one of the local werewolves to move to Songs of Life so he can rename him Lycan Jod. And I don't like that at all. Luckily there are no werewolves dumb enough to do that.
Yeah.
We're all too busy.
Do we have any more updates right now?
No.
Or do you want to get to a next one?
No, I mean I think that's all. That's all the updates. I mean we've got election coming up, benefit concert, timeline was destroyed.
No Anboy update or.
You got any? No, I don't think we have any Anboy updates lately.
Yeah, I got an update. Amboy, I chased him out of town. I had enough of his shit. I told him, listen, man. Here's $20. Take the bus out of here, and if you come back in this town, you'll be executed publicly.
Well, if I take over as mayor, I'll probably keep that.
Ellie, please keep that. That's the only thing that you can change the laws. You can remove the Dolomite statue for all I care.
No, I don't want to remove that.
All right.
You remember what I had to go through to get you that gold to make that?
Yeah, exactly.
You can repurpose Dolomite into something else, but if you don't keep...
He's just gonna remelt him into a different pose.
Yeah.
Well, that's too much hard work.
That is too much hard work.
Either way, you have to at least keep that. If he walks into city limits, you have all the right to call in the firing squad and execute him publicly.
That's fair. So aside from some town and timeline updates, Tav, I heard you have a topic that you actually want to talk about.
Yeah, I got a topic.
It has to do with anime.
Yeah, but actually,
you don't want the Yoda Gaming update?
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah, Saber, give me the Yoda Gaming update. What have you?
Can't
you just leave this poor guy rest?
Bring in the slide. All right.
No.
All right.
Okay. So, Yoda Gaming is not real.
What?
Hold on a sec.
No, I mourned him.
Yoda Gaming was an identity Tav made up to hide the fact that he spent town funds on fake Grand Order.
No, Tav, how could you?
He was trying to roll the gotcha and blew it all. And
no, that's not me.
And so to cover up the fact that all of the money was gone, he created this fictional persona of Jedi Grandmaster Yoda, who became a gamer and got himself to crippling gambling debt. And
what about his life that left him?
Wait, that is the same voice.
Oh, sorry. What about the life who left him and the kids that don't want to see him?
They weren't real.
What about his?
This is the greatest. No, now I don't feel. Now I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna give Peachy back his candy covered bacon, and just gonna run for real now. I can no longer let these kind of crimes stand, Tav.
No. Here. Here's the. I even have the paperwork for all the money. Here.
Oh my God! How much did he spend, Saber? How much?
Well, if you're wondering why, if you're wondering where the town economy has gone,
badly.
What are you talking about? I've been cleaning up this town by myself.
Yeah,
5 trillion.
Holes in the road?
5 trillion Tavo.
No, me. I've been dumping foot glue in there.
What? How much has he spent, Saber?
5
Dad, be
trillion
quiet.
Tavo bucks.
Oh my God, that's quite a bit. Actually,
Don't worry. I do have a way to get you back your funds. 2 ways. First, I did some I did some dig around. When you see when a timeline is destroyed, it will leave some remnants of it.
Yeah.
Of time energy, and that stuff can be kind of packed into into sort of an ethereal crystal. So
Yeah, let's say
it doesn't do anything. It's just a priceless like gem in a way.
Yeah.
So I can bring this to you guys, and I also have this during some of my exploits. I ended up in a Spanish dimension.
Huh?
Here, and you know how you know how it is with the Spanish community of Dragon Ball. How much
yes,
they'll go out of the way to make. Yeah, so they were making themselves. They weren't. No, in this dimension, they weren't just making like bootleg action figures or like Goku taco stands or anything.
Yeah.
They were making full on like statues.
Amazing.
Some even repurposing old Aztec artifacts into Dragon Ball theme merch.
That seems about right.
I'm surprised.
So I came across this guy. He didn't sell it to me. He's just like, hey, we made too much, so just here, take it. And it is a statue of El Hermano de Jiren.
Hey, Saber, listen up. If you're gonna quote Spanish, then you should know the proper pronunciation. It's El Hermano de Jiren.
Yeah, El Hermano de Jiren. Even says it. There's a plaque under his feet that says it, and some other Spanish stuff that I can't translate. But I have no purpose for this statue. It's a pretty big statue. I think it kind of rivals the Dolomite. So,
yeah.
I can send this to you guys, and you can. I don't know what you can do with it, but
we're putting
I'm sure.
We're putting it in Cameron Keel Park. That's what we're doing. Let's get rid of that plaque that celebrates Cameraman Keel, who we found that was kind of a scumbag in life, and put El Hermano.
No, why wasn't it replaced with a Yoda Gaming plaque?
Not anymore, because we know that's just you, Tab.
No, it wasn't me! Yoda Gaming was a comrade. He was my friend.
Tab,
an important member of the community.
Tab,
no, it wasn't
Is Yoda Gaming just a split personality from you that you don't know? That do you go? Maybe Yoda Gaming is just a fugue state you go into.
Tab thought of Yoda Gaming after listening to the 10-hour loop of Lego Yoda death sound.
Hold on. Tev, is Yoda Gaming a tulpa?
A what?
A tulpa. It's like when you focus all your psychic energy to manifest like something real.
No, Yoda Gaming.
I think Yoda Gaming's a tulpa, dude. I think
he had a family. He was a U.S. veteran.
I think
that's exactly what someone with a tulpa would say.
Yeah, I think you thought
what about his wife and kids?
You thought hard about Yoda Gaming so much that he became real. You thought about what if Yoda was a gamer so hard that every time you would go to sleep, he would just show up.
What about his family?
You willed Yoda Gaming into...
Asleep you were, huh?
Not these Yoda Gaming!
No. Tav.
That was him!
Yoda Gaming, you willed him into existence.
Yoda Gaming isn't... He can't hurt you.
Yoda Gaming did hurt me with his passing.
Well, I'm glad he's dead.
No!
No, he's dead!
Alright.
Dude, no! He's not dead.
Calm down, take a Valium.
If he wasn't real, then what about his family and his children? They kind of mourned him.
Tav. Silence. Get motivated here.
Get motivated.
Get motivated, okay? Because I'm looking at the way this El Hermano statue was crafted. I think it'll bring in more people coming in and visiting, more tourism.
Hell yeah, it will.
I don't know why, but you haven't thought about turning Bumbleville into a tourist attraction.
It's got plenty of stuff in there. We got the Tavernello statue. We got the Dolomite statue. Now we're going to get an El Hermano statue. It's perfect. So is that
Plus, I mean, I'm sure this will make your, because don't you have like a Hispanic district in town?
Yeah, of course we have like
I think it'll make it more active because they'll
Hell
become
yeah.
Ketamine addiction I have.
You gotta will that. You gotta bring him back to life. Again, I don't know, Tav. You thought so strongly about Yoda Gaming. He became real.
No, he passed away.
Anyways,
he passed away tragically in his car.
So I'll drop this off over at Castle Wolfenstein. You can do what you will with it. Put it in the park.
Perfect.
I was actually gonna put a statue of Linkin Park in the park for Cameron Teal.
Ew. Why?
Because that was his favorite band.
When we was 10?
Yeah. Actually, up until his demise.
Oh well.
Just
so is that it for the Yoda Gaming and the Yiren statue update?
Yeah.
All right.
Jiren, I am not.
All right, Tav. So what's your anime bullshit?
All right. Actually, I got something else to talk about because maybe Saber knows about this too. Because he's on YouTube. Saber, have you been seeing videos where it's like a bunch of Ask Reddit stuff that's been told through text to speech?
Yeah.
Have you noticed that it's like, you think it's like, it's probably one person who's like just shitting these out constantly, but it's actually like several channels who all use the same voice and format? And the only way you can tell the difference is behind what background music they use?
Yeah.
Is that weird? I don't think it's weird. I think it's just
should we just execute them?
Okay. Are they causing people problems?
They're causing me problems. They're flooding my YouTube shit.
Well, that's YouTube. YouTube always has those problems.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm already seeing Mortal Kombat 11 stuff, and the game isn't even fucking out.
Come on.
Why are you teasing me?
Someone already has a video of all the endings in the arcade.
How?
Thanks, Ed Boon. Ed Boon just.
You can't fight Ed Boon. He is he's a living Mortal Kombat character. He will most likely kill you. Is Ed Boon secretly Shao Kahn?
No, he's secretly Scorpion.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Dude. There's a variation called Boon's Mane, although you can name the variations now, but
yeah. Which is weird.
Is Ed Boon good at Mortal Kombat?
Some of the beta.
Yeah.
I was watching some of the beta gameplay, and this one guy had a Jade variation called Kotal's Ho. Because she's all in love with Kotal Khan.
Weird.
I mean, he's big green. She's green.
Yeah. I mean, what? I mean,
she's got big green energy. He's got big green dick energy.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
I'll say. Real question: who's your favorite Khan, Shao or Kotal?
Personally, it's kind of hard to really choose because like Shao Kahn, he's like a classic villain, and he always finds a way to come back.
Somehow
when
the motherfucker
when the deadly
comes
allowance I was about to say deadly allowance.
Deadly allowance. Hold on.
When the Deadly Alliance tried to assassinate him, it turned out to
here's
be
$5. Don't spend it all at once.
Deadly allowance is what happens.
Here's 5 combat coins.
Alright, Shinsung, here's 5 combat coins.
Deadly allowance is literally what Shao Kahn called when he gave Shang Tsung money.
Don't mess it up again, sorcerer.
But I do like Kotal Khan because he is an actual good leader with good intentions for Outworld.
Yeah, that's the thing. Cause
Shao Kahn just wanted domination and and pretty much just ruling everything, right?
Also, Kotal Khan looks a lot like Ogre from
He looks a lot like Ogre from Tekken. That's weird.
You just reminded me of when Plague of Gripes drew the fusion of them.
That's weird.
He would just be the same character.
And then he also threw Blanca in the mix.
Of course.
So, three naked green men.
That's all I like.
Why is it that?
Hey,
why?
How come? Hey, DreamWorks, how come we didn't get another nude scene of Shrek? How come we only got one in Shrek in the first Shrek? How come there haven't been any lately?
What about like his? What about in Shrek 2 when he's a human?
That's not the same. I want naked Green Man. God damn it.
I still hate the fact that people consider human shit to be daddy material.
He kind of is.
Shrek 2 was the best of the movies.
I'll agree.
Yeah.
Like Shrek 1 is a classic, and Shrek 2, people always argue between those two.
I think Shrek 2 is the best one.
People always talk about All Star, but no one ever talks about the fact that Shrek 2 is the only movie that I'll accept that will use I Need a Hero.
Yeah.
If any movie tries to do the same thing, I'm out of here. They can't do it as well.
Plus, they also implemented it in universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
was just the background music. It was actually
it was diegetic. Yeah. The other thing I would say is like Shrek 2. I agree is the best, but my favorite might be Shrek 4 because I like the Pied Piper scenes, and also having an army of witches is hilarious.
Shrek 4 is interesting. I like that.
That's
movie.
a great time. For me. That's a good like what if episode or like installment. I mean,
because I can feel why they made Shrek 4 or like Shrek Forever After, because the third was kind of like the weakest of the series, and they're like, we can't end it like this. Let's end it with a.
The third is why it became so memed.
Yeah. Which is kind of sad because I don't think like Shrek 3 is not a bad movie, but in comparison to the first two, it's not as good.
Yeah, which is why I think with Shrek 4, they're just like, let's teach Shrek a lesson, but also rehash some like essentially like kind of like a throwback to the first one. Fucking I still love the montage of Shrek terrorizing a town.
Yeah. Oh man. What's your favorite DreamWorks movie, Saber?
El Dorado.
I love El Dorado. I really think we need a comeback of 2D animated movies.
Hell yeah, we do.
So I'm kind of hoping that Dragon Ball Super Broly kind of helped us.
Yeah, well, it's mostly like like the U.S. doesn't make 2D animations. Like if you want your 2D animation, you have to go out of country. You got to go to Japan or like France. You got like every country except us is making 2D stuff, which is kind of sad.
Which sucks because like there are
actually no, I take that back. We did have one 2D animated movie last year.
What was it?
Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's the only one. Sorry, guys.
Hey, that movie wasn't bad. I actually sat down and watched it recently. I enjoyed my time with it.
Also, Stan Lee's in it, which is insane.
Stan Lee's last cameo. One of Stan Lee's last cameos.
Yeah.
That he was around for.
Honestly, for me, my favorite DreamWorks might be Spirit, and the Cimarron. Because it's very out of left field. It's like, I didn't know I want this horse movie. I'm glad I got it, though.
I think my second favorite next to Shrek 2 probably has to be Ants.
Ants is the better bug movie.
Mostly because I always wanted to see Sylvester Stallone Ant.
You know what? What about Christopher Walken Ant is enough for you?
It's all.
Sylvester Stallone Ant can't hurt you. He's not real.
Sylvester Stallone Ant.
It's me. You got a very powerful thorax. But you said.
God damn it!
Oh wait. Also, isn't Jennifer Lopez one of the
She's the love interest.
Yeah, his love interest. You got Gene Hackman and Jennifer Lopez, and Christopher Walken and Sylvester Stallone as ants. Holy shit!
What did Bud Slave have?
None of those guys.
A roach.
Oh yeah.
What did ants have? A really cool scene where like the ants are avoiding a foot.
Okay, that scene's epic. That's one of my favorites.
That is a really good.
Although in retrospect, those legs don't work.
From the mists of infinity, they come, rising from the cold, damp earth to take what is now theirs.
My God, the airplane's moving!
When the moon turns red, the dead shall rise and walk the earth. From the gates of hell, they have finally come. The gates of hell. No one under 17 admitted without parent or certified adult guardian.
All right, so I checked where we left. So we went on a DreamWorks tangent, and But we were talking about this like YouTube thing where Tav was getting increasingly disturbed by all these all these videos about Reddit comments and questions being
Recited.
being recited by an like a text to speech program with an English accent.
Yeah, because it's all the same videos, and the only way you can differentiate who the uploader is if you pay attention to the background music they use, which is oddly extremely loud, if anything. But yeah,
Well, I mean, to me, this just
I decided that if I find the people who run these accounts, I'm gonna just dun them down. They're like gamers to me. They don't deserve to live.
the thing about that though is, Tav, what you're experiencing is just, that's like Saber said. It's just the algorithm, man. You've stumbled upon a community. It's like
No,
when you
all
watch.
all of them. I'm
Look,
doing them
hear
now.
me out.
I'm strapped.
Hear me.
I'm strapped.
Now you're not. Now you're crapped.
Saber, bring me your shotgun.
Nah,
No.
it's from my hands only.
Yeah.
No, Saber, bring it to me. I need to be strapped again.
No, dude. His shotgun is like Blade's sword. If you try to use the handle, it'll cut your fingers off.
As that one guy in the Baku series said, good thing I came towards strapped.
No, no.
Hate Americans.
Well, like I said, it's like Saber said. You watch one thing, and then the whole all of a sudden it's like, you must like this whole thing. Here's this entire community of content creators.
No, but I'm for real. I'm gonna find all of them, and I'm just gonna gun them down publicly. Tell them, you guys shouldn't be making this content. This is what happens to you. Caught the gun.
What? Okay. What? Tell me the problem with the content, though.
It's all the same, homogenized, and the fact that like it's all lazy. It's just lazy content in
Kind of like the commentary community. Oh, or
Yeah,
any
yeah.
fucking community.
Yeah, I hate them too. I'll gun them down too.
Tab-
Cynical, dead to me. Leafy, I mean he's already dead. No fuckers, I gotta take him down too. Saber, name another commentary fucker.
Clown.
Clown, he's dead too. Sorry, bud. I don't make the rules.
I mean, he's old enough to just to just drop and start disintegrating.
I hate everything, dead too.
Well, Tab, what you're talking about is like,
PewDiePie, gone.
Tab, you just all you did was stumble across a community. Okay, like you come across any community, like you watch one Storytime animator, you watch 100.
But I'm more inclined to defend them than I am for the commentary and the Dream Test asked Reddit community too.
I guess I don't know. I mean,
I don't need to ask Reddit. Fucking ask Redditors at times I'm fucking you taking a dump and it smelled really bad. Oh yeah, I took a dump really bad once. My parents said I'm not allowed to use the bathroom in the house anymore.
That sounds funny though.
That's what happened after the milkshake.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you shamrocked. You shamrock shake the bathroom.
Now I'm gonna shamrock shake these YouTubers. All right.
Saber, have you ever stumbled across a community that made you upset like that?
When haven't I? But I mean, I mean, even still, like, you know, I'm not really gonna act upon it because
Perfectly balanced as all things should be, Saber. You tell me the words and I'll...
Yeah, right, Tab. We took away the Infinity Stones.
I'm working on the stones. I got the time stone back.
no, you didn't.
Give it!
I got it right here.
No, Saber, that's the fake time stone. That's just a green. That's just a.
Actually,
that's a green gusher.
Actually, other way around. This is a green gusher. See,
Oh god damn! I did it wrong.
Saber, hold on to that thing. Do not let Tab have it.
That
I
thing,
got the space stone.
You know, the
Again,
thing is,
another
that
gusher.
thing actually helped. That helped me out. That helped me out actually for taking care of that timeline. Like normally, like if I go into a timeline and make changes, like it'll just change stuff, but that timeline will like kind of blend into another one. But with the time stone, like
You guys
Yeah,
can't
that
keep
thing-
these stupid stones away from me. I need to use them for the greater good. I'm playing judge, jury, and executioner.
I guess.
Oh, finally. All right, guys.
But also, that thing is still full of gushers, though.
Gotta clean this up. All right, boys. When I get this cleaned off, you gotta give me back the stones.
Well, it's
I'm gonna be judge, jury, and executioner, right?
no, we're not gonna give you the stones.
I need the stones.
Too much unchecked power, man.
What do you mean too much unchecked power?
That's why I'm running against you, because I don't want you creating Yoda Gaming tulpas on us.
Wait, what?
I don't want you make...
No. If he has the gauntlet back together, he could make Yoda Gaming into a real thing.
Yeah, and not just a tulpa, especially if he's got the reality stone.
Well, I got the power stone.
But anyway,
You guys left me with the power stone.
Another purple gusher, Tab.
No, you guys left it with me. No, you. Where are my stones?
We spread them out.
No, you guys said like, all right, Tab, we left you with 2 stones: the power stone and the reality stone. You can't screw up things that bad with these.
No, I decided to give him to P. Croco.
What was that P name? You gave it to whomst? Who'd you
I
give to?
gave the power stone.
To who?
He gave him to Father Pucci.
Yeah.
You idiot! This is
No, I'm
worse.
kidding. I gave the power stone to Frank the Crocodile.
That's I'm not to tell him that if he doesn't give
Now
me the
he's
power
now
stone.
he can't be stopped.
Yeah, which is good because now
I'll have to fire him if he doesn't give me the power stone.
Well, you can. He's an alligator.
I can.
He's got a power stone.
I can technically remove those alligators back to proper
You
living
can't.
conditions. They messed up the
Can't.
ecosystem.
The laws don't say it. The laws can't allow you.
Yeah.
They messed up the ecosystem. And
Peter will go after you.
I'm putting them at a place where they're perfectly suitable to live in. We messed up the ecosystem of Bumblerville with them around.
Accept your fate.
I need
You messed up the ecosystem when you shamrocked the fucking toilet.
Yeah.
That's it.
Stop alligator blaming, man.
That's it. I'm gonna shamrock the universe. Saber, you better keep watching those time machines, alright, boy?
Anyways, it's like back to the whole thing about like stumbling on a community that you immediately get mad at because they're all the same. It makes me think of like when I stumbled across all those like videos where it's like people criticize when videos like those that community of people who criticize other like YouTube channels. It's just like, yo, why?
This is how you start beef. That's how you start drama.
But it's also like
my problem with Jiken loans.
Yeah, by Lycan Jones.
I had a
on Lycan Jones channel. Why Jiken Loan sucks? Jiken Loan's channel, a response to Lycan's video about why I suck.
No, it's like how I had this idea of a video where
content wolf cop.
No, I had this idea. You can keep this in the podcast if you want. I had this idea where I make a video where how you shouldn't trust the opinions of these people because they aren't educators like myself, and then cue to a picture of me wearing a professor's a college professor would wear, and then you make a video a week later saying how you shouldn't trust me. I'm not an actual educator. I'm not licensed to teach.
Remember, you have to don't forget the crossed arms.
Yeah, that's exactly. Crossed arms in front of a chalkboard or a bookcase. No. You gotta have those patches on a sport coat.
Yeah.
Smug ass grin.
Yeah.
I graduated. Yeah, I've graduated.
It's like I was telling Tav at Denny's last night. Why are we even trusting Why do we even trust some of these criticism channels and rant channels that have that have cartoon avatars? You can't trust cartoons. All they want to do is sell stuff. I bankrupted my parents because the Ninja Turtles told me to buy their shit. Now my parents
shamrocked the toilet because McDonald's told me to buy the Shamrock shit.
And they use a cartoon. Why should we trust cartoons?
Why should I trust a clown?
Oh, Tab, you went too far.
What do you mean I went too far? Why should I trust an animated clown?
Okay, animated clown, fair. Clowns in general, though, you went too far, man.
I can't trust
You
clowns.
might work at a circus, but you're not a clown.
But also, Tab, I told you why I trust clowns. A clown was there when my dad was not. The only father figure I had in my life was a clown.
Listen.
He's the only good male role model I ever had in my life.
The only clown I trust is that guy down the street. He's a good guy. He gives me a balloon animal every time I walk by and he's out there.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a good guy. I can trust him because he is a valuable member of this community. But I don't trust the clown on the TV that's animated. Because you know what? He's just a puppet for the corporate dogs.
Yeah, well,
that's why I haven't like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. These like guys like Just a Robot or Ellis Mark or Turkey Tom.
I don't trust them.
They all have cartoon avatars. What are you hiding?
Why should I trust Saber if he has a cartoon avatar that's female and he tries to loot it all the time on Twitter?
Saber, why?
You can't tell me what to do with my money?
I'll tell you what to do with your money.
Hold on. That's fair enough. Actually, you know what? Fair.
How can I trust this, Saber?
All right, Saber, GG. But in all seriousness,
how can I trust Turmo if he's a pig?
Saber, how can I trust these storytime animators when they're telling me things that happen in their life and they're the cartoon avatars?
How can I trust them with their mental illnesses?
Saber, here's the thing.
How can I trust Gina Animations to really have an eating disorder if she's just a cartoon?
Yo, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up, huh?
Yeah.
So it is written.
But that's the thing, though. It's like, these storytime animators are coming out telling me stuff that happened in their life. I already have a shaky relationship to truth with like regular storytime animators, and now cartoons are coming out telling me what happened about the time somebody tried to steal their dog from them. How do I know that happened, man? You're a cartoon. It's all fictional.
It's not real.
I'm trying to look at thoughts on 2D and 3D and The Secret of Suck here, and the only thing on the pages are coming up.
Suck, but I have the tragedy of thick.
No, I got it right here.
You motherfucker! Why are you going into my house?
Down.
You just have one of those plasma balls.
Why do you keep coming into my house when I'm not around and stealing my artifacts?
Why are you trying to get into the Nexus to steal my shit?
Yeah. Because you stole it from me!
Honestly, Saber's actually they're safer in Saber's hands.
No, they're not.
He exists outside of time. Who can reach that? And plus the time wraiths know that, like, well, as long as this guy hasn't, he doesn't, he's not causing problems. So I mean, plus he erases
as long as Tav doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Why can't you guys trust me? I'm not a cartoon character. I'm a real man. All right, you guys can trust me.
Hold on.
I'm the mayor of a town.
Sounds like something a cartoon wearing a 3D skin would say.
Say, well, you piece of shit!
Hold on
I just
a sec.
want my artifacts back. I found them fair and square. I stole them from a pig.
Tav, are you Judge Doom from Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
No, of course
not. If I take off those glasses, are you gonna have nightmare-fueled cartoon eyes? Remember me, Eddie?
Yeah, I'll do this. See,
when I killed your brother.
When I killed your brother. By the way, that did scare me as a kid.
I don't understand.
But I still love that movie.
Oh, I love that movie too.
That's a good movie.
Anyways.
Saber, give me back my books. Give me back my stones. And give me back my wife. You cuckle. You cuckle.
I don't have a wife.
You cucker.
She left you herself.
Tav, you didn't tell me you were married.
I've gone through 3 marriages at this point, Wolf.
Well, that explains what. Well, now I have more reason to beat you in the election. We can't have somebody who can't keep a marriage in place running this town. What does that say about our people?
She left me and took my kids.
And that manifested in your Tulpa Yoda Gaming.
No, Yoda Gaming was real. He was an honored member of the community at the esports arena.
You made him real.
No, he
was a Tulpa.
I never made him real. He was a normal guy. Until
off podcast thing, you can edit this part out. But what's the image? Are you gonna what's the image you're gonna make for this? Is it just gonna be like us on one side, like showing him that like Yoda is fake, and Tav's just like
yes, just it is now. It is. That's exactly what I'm gonna do now. But in all seriousness, though, I mean, unless you have something else to say, Tav. Because it seems like you're going crazy here. Like, the longer this podcast goes on, the more angry you get at Saber. And, that's not the energy.
Because he keeps taking things that I have.
Yeah, but they're safe. They're safer in his hands,
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
How the hell am I supposed to make my own version of Bleak House if I ain't got no tragedy thick, have no stone, have no infinity stones? All I have is that cardboard cutout of Thanos Peter Griffin.
That's fair.
Why don't you take that, Saber, huh? That's pretty powerful energy right there.
Here, no, I'll give you something. I'll give you something as a trade.
The Power Stone?
You'll like this a lot better.
The Power Stone?
No, but it'll be
The
it'll
Reality
be,
Stone? The Time Stone?
A box of Gushers.
No, this I will not accept this.
No. It'll let me just try to find it.
Peter Griffin Thanos isn't real. He can't hurt me.
Peter Griffin Thanos. Lois, remember the time
I wiped out half of existence.
Hey, Chris.
All right, here you go.
And what do we got here?
No!
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter, remember that time?
Hey, if Thanjo is so powerful, why does he use the Infinity Gauntlet to make his legs work?
He's nerfing himself.
Oh God.
Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
That's fair. All right, Saber. I mean, if there's anything else, I think this show's gone long enough because Tav is now.
Saber, you better have the guard dogs on set because I'm gonna Metal Gear my way in there.
How can you sneak into the Nexus? You don't have access.
Yeah, you dummy.
You're not the only one cursed with knowledge.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it does.
All you know is the ingredients for the Shamrock Shake, and that's not gonna do you any good.
You don't think I can Shamrod shake my way into the Nexus? Huh? Watch me.
The closest thing you can do is end up in the Velvet Room, and what's that gonna do for you?
Get me a persona that'll get me into the Nexus. By offering Igor
it'll
a
get you
Shamrod
a-
shake.
It'll get you in jail.
Oh.
No. My Velvet Room is the elevator, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, but it's off the rails now.
You're off the rails.
All right, I think we're gonna have to end this podcast because Tav's getting angry and angry with every minute. All right, Saber, you got anything else? You gonna keep an eye on the timeline for us, as per usual?
Yeah. Right now, there's some activity going on. There's a dimension that I'm looking at right now. It's this weird alternate version of the colonial times. It's the revolution, but it's going completely different.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah,
maybe
so
maybe you can find one of the ancestors there.
Maybe I can go.
I think I
Old
might find Tav Washington.
Yeah, old him. You know, he was gonna be the president, and then some fuck named George Washington stepped in.
To be fair, George Washington had teeth from other soldiers in his mouth. He had Waterloo teeth, which is the grossest thing that I've discovered recently. Is that after the Battle of Waterloo, they pulled the teeth out of the soldiers to reuse for dentures and other people.
Well, granted, everybody.
Think about it. Our president of the United States had the teeth of other men in his mouth.
Okay.
It's like he's
George
making out with
Washington
guys
with shark
constantly.
Okay.
George Washington with shark teeth isn't real. He can't hurt you.
George Washington with shark teeth.
Okay, boomer.
Whatever. Anyways, all right, Saber. It was good having you on. I guess we'll have you on again when there's other time nonsense that you need to report. Stay out of Egypt. Stay out of Greece. We've just gotten letters from those countries saying that, we heard that one of these guys was fucking around here in our past. He's banned from our countries now for that reason.
GG Saber.
I've been banned before.
That's what are you gonna do?
Plus,
just
those
prove that King Arthur was a man, huh?
Tab, I hate to tell this, but the Fate Stay Night things aren't real historical books.
At least not in this dimension.
Yeah.
You're right.
You were born in the wrong dimension, my friend.
You're right. I was born in the wrong generation.
Are we setting up an arc where Tav gets overthrown as mayor by me or Peachy, and then in his anger and depression, he decides to take revenge on the world or not take revenge, but decides to go to another timeline where the Fate Stay Night stuff actually is actual historical documents, but also tries to sneak into the Nexus to take your stuff, Saber? Are we setting up the story arc?
If Kisaragi takes a trip to old Rome, I'll let you guys know.
All right. Keep an eye on the timeline. And Tav, do you have anything to plug?
Yeah.
Actually, Saber, do you have anything to plug outside of being a time watchdog?
Nothing other than my usual stuff, because I'm now that some of this time nonsense is coming to a crawl, I can now focus my energy into a few other things.
Cool.
So,
Like,
so I'm not saying anything guaranteed because I can't guarantee anything will come out. But
that's fair.
You know, keep an eye out on my YouTube and maybe on my Twitch. You know, if you want to just sit down and just kind of sit back and watch something, or even have them play in the background, I'm fine with that. You know.
Yeah, and of course, your Twitter for a good lol.
Yeah. Yeah, me bullying Terumo on Twitter.
That's always for a good lol. I live for that.
Yeah, Terumo tweets are like gold. Is it gold mine?
And Tev, well, you got anything to plug?
Yeah, I got something to plug. Make sure you guys stop by the charity event that I'm doing.
Make sure you vote for me in the election, so to prevent a horrible timeline from occurring.
Yeah, people of Bumbleville, if you don't vote for me, then I'm gonna destroy the timeline, one way or another.
I'm glad. Well, I'm glad you're
if you
giving.
Vote for Peachy, if you vote
I have an
for Peachy,
ultimatum.
you'll get bigger burgers.
I've come to make an announcement. Peachy and Lightning Jones.
That's it. All right, we're ending the podcast here. Follow me on my only thing where I exist on, which is YouTube. Maybe you'll see something.
Jack and Loans or Lightning Jones?
Yeah, actually, Jack and Lone should be getting some stuff soon. I have some books I gotta talk about. But yeah, man. Thanks for listening. Keep an eye. Remember, people, vote for me. The only true. Time to put a werewolf in office. Goddammit.
No, keep me in office, guys. Or else this whole timeline is destroyed.
A vote for me is a vote to prevent Tav from doing bullshit.
No. Why can't you guys still be having my fun?
No.
That's it. When I find Terumo's done, he and I are working together.
Then you made your choices, Tav. Anyways, thanks for listening to TaviRadio SatAM. See ya.
I would
want
him to this time.
Be ya.
Oh, he stole it from you.
No, see what you said.